this man by the name of Woodrow, he went to see the man who had been on his wonderful vacation in Scotland, and asked him what he thought about the preaching there. And he said, I went to St. Andrew's Cathedral and I heard a man by the name of Robert Blair, and he showed me the Majesty of God. David Dixon, I have one of his reprint books, said, he showed me all my heart. Now that's a big come down from seeing the Majesty of God. And then he said, I stayed a little longer and I went and heard a little fair man by the name of Samuel Rutherford. Maybe some of you have read his life story. If you haven't, you should get it. He wasn't the author, but out of his many writings, a lady called Mrs. Cousins wrote that hymn, The Sands of Time are Sinking, the Dawn of Heaven Breaks. He has a lovely stanza in that hymn in which he says, the bride eyes not her garments, but her dear bridegroom's face. I will not gaze on glory, but on the King of grace. Not at the crown he gifteth, but on his pierced hand, when throned where glory dwelleth in Emmanuel's land. I listened, he said, almost tremblingly to Blair as he showed me the awesome majesty of God. I listened with fear as Dixon unveiled to me my own heart. But I listened with my eyes just swollen and my face running with tears as Samuel Rutherford showed me the loveliness of Christ. Now maybe when you've been to church Sunday morning you'll be able to check up and see which revelation you got from your preacher. Would it be the loveliness of Christ? Would it be that he took you by your fingers and took you down into the deep parts of your being? Whereas one man dares to say, search all my heart, the secret springs, the motives that control, the chambers where polluted things hold empire o'er the soul. Search till thy fiery glance hath cast its holy light through all, and I by grace am brought at last before thy face to fall. I'm afraid very often we go out of church as we went in, don't you think so? There's been no deep impact on our spirit. We're not eternity conscious anymore. We've not been bathing in the great revelation of the holiness of God. You know, as we were singing tonight, Crown Me with I love that hymn, not because it's English, but Matthew Bridges wrote it, Crown Me with Many Crowns. And you know, as I sang that, I thought, one day God is going to take vengeance on every sinner in the world. For everybody who's blasphemed the name of Jesus today, for everyone who's cheated on his name, who call themselves by his name, and we're not to take the name of the Lord our God in vain. That doesn't mean on your lips. It means if you profess to be a Christian and you do a substandard act, you've taken his name in vain. Because somebody says, if that's Christianity, I don't want it anyhow. I still believe the most awesome thing in the world, in this twisted, rotten age in which we live, is to profess to be a Christian. Now one day God is going to take vengeance on this world. I can't wait. I've been waiting over 70 years, nearly 76 now, and you know, it gets more exciting as I get nearer the goal. I used to have an assistant pastor, and he would say at the end of the day, well, Brother Len, a day's march nearer home.